to my channel. I am Megan. And I gotta show you something. Where did it go? This happened thanks to my lovely Doberman pinscher. I wasn't sure what happened when I saw it. I saw it on the floor and it had this tear in it, and my first thought was my kids. But then I was in on my computer in the room where I have some of these, like, along the windowsill, and my Doberman was a little upset that I wasn't paying enough attention to her, and I actually watched her knock one down and step on it. She was drawing a little bit of a temper tantrum. And she's a dog, so I can't really be mad at her. Mad at myself maybe for keeping them at dog level, although that never would have occurred to me. But this is actually one of my favorites, so I was pretty bummed about it. So I thought I'd do something kind of similar, but not like trying to recreate it. But I'm going to use the same technique. And I'm also using, not the same color palette, but kind of more on the muted ends. I had lots of comments on this one when I did the video that it kind of reminded them of a sea turtle. And so I thought, you know, let's do something kind of along those lines. So I've got some green and some brown, a little gold, kind of sea turtle-y colors. And then I added in some purple and of course the white. But so we're going to try and do the same thing. So I went back and actually watched the video to make sure I knew exactly what I did, because I didn't remember exactly. And it was a flip cup that I didn't like that I swiped. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint over this one. I don't know if you can see this, but I don't know if it'll focus or not. And I've got lights on so that you can see, so I can hardly see. But this has some black, dark gray, and red. And up close, it's like just super cool. And I love this spot right here. But you know, you get any distance away from it and it just looks like black and like blue. You don't even see really the details in this. So it's not really, I've decided because of that it's not really a keeper. But I'm going to go back and see if maybe I can recreate this with more like a lighter gray and a brighter red or something, because it's really cool. So anyway, I have my colors mixed. I need to do a flip cup. This did not have silicone in it, so I'm not worried about trying to clean it or anything. But I'm going to do a flip cup with the colors, and then I'm going, like, down here. And then I'm going to do some white, and I'm going to swipe my flip cup into the white to hopefully get some kind of similar effect. I'm going to use this as my swiping tool. This is just a siding sample from Lowe's. We had some work done. Our roof had some hail damage, so we had some work done on our roof and our siding. So these are just leftovers from that. Okay, so flip cup. Oh, colors, colors, colors. Focus, focus. Okay, so anyway, these are mixed with about 1 part paint to about 2 parts Floetrol. Actually, it looks like there's something in my purple, and it just disappeared. So about 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol, and these colors have 2 drops each of the Spot On treadmill belt lubricant. The white is mixed the same way, but does not have the silicone. And I've got Pearl Cactus Green. These are all Arteza, and right now you can use a coupon code that's in the description bar to get 10% off of anything from Arteza. So if you're needing to stock up, or you need to get some gifts for anybody coming up, it's a great time to do that. Pearl Deep Brown. Oh, and then I used one of their outdoor paints. I used their gold. I've used their gold in their regular acrylic line, their premium acrylic, and love it. So I just wanted to see how their outdoor gold did. And then I have, you know what, now the purple out. I have, sorry guys, hang on a second. Okay, I tested some of the colors, and then this is the Pearl Lilac. And it comes in a box of, the pearls come in a box of 36, the metallics, and the outdoor comes in a box of 20. If you want to hop on over there. I love that they have a box of 36 metallic colors, because I love metallics, and I love pearls. And it's just really, really nice to be able to get a set with all different colors to try. So, let me clear my space. And here's my flip cup. So let's just start with the dark brown. My Floetrol was a little clumpy, and unfortunately I did not strain it. I didn't know it was going to be clumpy. But I haven't been pouring quite as much, so I'm not going through it as fast. And I think that's part of the problem. And I have not done a pour with all, I don't think I've ever done a pour with all metallic, so this will be interesting. The one thing I will say about Arteza's metallics is that they do play nicely with others. You know, I've worked with some metallics that they're not quite as happy to get along with other paints. For whatever reason. Okay, look at those colors. Okay, I got my torch here. I'm going to flip and then I'm going to pour my, well, I think I'll flip, no, I'll flip, pour my white until, I don't know how I did it before. I guess I should have, I don't remember. I mean, I watched the video and now I can't remember exactly how I did it. Let's just, and I'm going to, you know, I'm not going to torch because I'm going to, let's just do this. I'm going to swipe, so I don't want to, like, get really pretty cells just to swipe over. Hope I have enough white mixed. Okay, so let's do this. Those are really pretty. I'm going to need more paint than this, though, I can tell you already. Since I'm swiping, I don't think I need a ton of this paint, but I am going to need more white for sure. Okay, let's go over this way. No, you know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to do another small flip cup. Trying to see if I need anything. Really, purple is the only one that's not, you know, and I'm going to swipe it. It's all going to get totally different anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. There we go. Put that into there. Some purple there. Okay. Let's tilt this way. Now, obviously, I'm thinking about this differently than the other one. And the other one had white all... No, I guess it didn't quite have white all the way through it. Okay. So I'm going to stop there. Because I might swipe... I think I might swipe my white into this. And then... I think that's what I did. I swiped into it. I guess I should have watched it one more time. I watched it the other day when I realized I wanted to redo it, which means I need more white at the top. Alright, I may need to mix some white here. But I can touch up the sides where it's just white will be super easy to touch up even once it's dry. Okay, so let's do some of this. And then what I think I'm going to do, I think that's kind of what I did before. I'm going to take, let me swipe here, get it off the canvas. I'm going to take this little bit and swipe it up into the white, just on this side. Okay, and then just swipe there. Okay, torch this sucker. This doesn't quite have the wave feel. The other one does. Let's see what happens with the torch. Getting some little cells, and that's about it. So I would like to get a little bit more movement on this, but oh, I'm dripping. Hang on a second. A little too close to the edge today. Living on the edge, and I'm dripping. Okay, so let's tilt a little bit, see what happens. I do kind of like where that's stopping though, so let's see, is there anything else I want to do? I think I swiped more diagonal on the other one. Okay, so I'm going to grab some of my, can you see what I'm doing? I guess you can. Some of this on here. I'm going to pour it right here. And let's swipe that this way. Ooh, that's all brown. Oh, I think I just ruined it. Oh, maybe not. I'm getting some pretties. Okay. I don't usually have trouble with it getting muddy when I do that, so I wasn't expecting muddy. It's okay, I'm going to I need more white. Okay, let's see. I'm going to keep playing with this a little bit because I like where it's going. I don't like quite that much brown, as much as I like that brown. Oops, that brown. I'm going to swipe a bit over it. There we go. I'm getting a bit more of that white in there as well. That's interesting, isn't it? I think so. I'm kind of liking it better. Some pretty purple on there I didn't want to totally waste. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm going to move this back a little bit. Okay, so I think okay, so I'm going to do one more thing. For those of you who don't like fiddling, and I know you're out there, don't pretend that you're not, and it's okay. For those of you who don't, not everybody does. I'm going to just do some purple and some green. Because looking at this for a bit, those are the colors I really like. And what I didn't like when I looked at it, I paused and it kind of stood up at eagle eye. I didn't like this little, so I'm going to, I have some scissors, and I'm going to be really careful. One thing I like to use to swipe with, if I have to be careful about how much space I'm swiping with, is burlap ribbon. This is just some burlap ribbon I got at, Dollar General, I think. This is a regular old burlap ribbon. And you can cut it to any size, so it's really great for swiping. And it's kind of stiff, so it's not like super flimsy. But you can cut it to any size you need it to be. So for that, I love swiping with burlap ribbon. And it, as you can see, it just drags through the paint in a very lovely way. That kind of pulls. I like the white. I don't mind that negative space, but the white was just looking kind of odd to me for some reason. I thought let's just with that, and I'm going to use the other side, and I'm going to swipe into this a little bit because I don't like the sharp edge. Maybe that's my deal with that. I don't know. Or let's finish that out in a different way. There we go. Almost like that better. Let's just do this. No, you know what? Let's just do that. Okay, that I like a little bit better. We've still got a little bit of white negative space. Let me, you know what, my paintbrushes aren't in here. This paintbrush is great to move paint. Well, that sounds really stupid of me, but a paintbrush is a great way for spreading paint on a pour where it just needs to go over. So I'm just going to work on this a little bit just to get the edges covered, but I am totally done with this. I'm happy now that I kind of fiddled with it. It now has kind of a wavy feel like the other one did. And I think it just needed a little bit of tweaking, and that's fine. So I will do some close-ups. I'm going to get the edges, and then I'll do some close-ups to show you some of this detail stuff. Okay, so I've got that. I wonder if this will help. Can I turn this light off? No. Okay, so I've got the edges all covered except this top edge, but I'm going to just paint that plain white after it dries, since that's just a white space there. Okay, and I have my lights on that make it better for videoing, but make it really hard for me to see. If I can see, it's too dark. If you can see, it's too bright for me. But, that's okay. See if I can get it to really shine on those metallics. Really pretty. Whoa, focus. There you go. It almost looks like a woo, ready to bloom flower, doesn't it? This was really interesting when I did hear that little draggy thingy. Right in here. Almost looks like sand on a beach being washed away. There you go. Don't forget about that coupon code. It is good until May 10th, 2019, since we are on YouTube and people watch years later. And the links to Arteza and that coupon code are in the description bar, along with other places you can find me on social media. On Facebook, I have a group called Fluid Art Fanatics if you'd like to join. If you have questions that you want to ask a group instead of just one person, so you get multiple answers. And let me know what you think of this. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. You can hit subscribe and that little bell to notify you if you want to see when my videos pop up. And we will see you next time, guys. Happy pouring!